Hello, everyone. Now that we have some grades in the grade book, and I'm hoping that the talk about the types of grades or assignments that we do will be a little bit more meaningful. So, we have 4 types of assignments for the first semester. One of them is called class learning engagement, and these are assignments that you do in class. They must be done in class. If you are absent, then you have the same amount of time as the district allows, so the number of days missed plus 1 to make it up. Most of the time you actually have to come to my classroom to make these up because they involve using materials that you will not have at home. And you can make them up pretty much any time during the day or after school on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So class learning engagement is 20% of your grade, and it must be done in class. Okay, the second type of assignment I have is something called science success skills. And we haven't really looked at this too much, but they are basically things like keeping the pen capped when we're writing on the whiteboards. I've already talked about this a little bit, I think, but I'll bring these up. And also things like math, writing in pen. The math would be using a calculator, not Desmos. I know we haven't done any calculations yet, but we will. And these are things that I will mostly observe in class, and if you get it wrong, you'll get a 0 on that part, but if you say, hey, I fixed it, then you'll go back to getting full credit. So this is going to be kind of the most fluid grade. As we start having it more in class, I'll point it out. All right, next thing is solo learning engagement, and this is basically homework. And this is the one that, first of all, for first quarter, it's worth 10% of your grade. Second quarter, the science success skills and solo learning engagement will flip, so your homework will be 20%. The key thing about homework is that it must be done by midnight on Friday of the week it was assigned for full credit. And it will close at midnight, which means you won't be able to turn it in. A couple of people, actually only one person last year would try to game the system, and she would wait until 10 o'clock on Friday night to do everything, and then she would complain and say, well, I didn't have a chance to ask you. I should be able to turn it in next week. And this is one reason why I give you until Friday, is that if you're trying to do something on a Tuesday night and you have no idea what you're doing, then you have time on Wednesday to ask me about how to do it. Same thing with you band people. I know that band practice is just crazy, but you do have to find some time to do stuff during the week. Everything's due by Friday at midnight, and you get it for full credit. So I think it's a pretty good trade-off. And then the last thing are understanding and application, and these are quizzes. Now, for many assignments that are under this category, so this is 50% of your grade, so it's a big part of your grade. For many of these assignments, I will allow you to do retakes if you show me that you have done extra work in order to kind of learn the material that you missed. And so what form does that extra work take? Sometimes there are practice things online that I can let you literally practice them, and then you'll take a screenshot that you've done it, and then you can say, hey, can I do a retake? Or another thing is that you can just come in for some reteaching that you arrange with me. But the thing is, making retakes is actually a lot of work for me, and I don't think it's unfair of me to ask you to do as much or more work for the retake as I do. So those are the types of assignments that we will have first and second quarter. Let me know if you have any questions.